So CAM17 metals refer really to specifically group of 17 metals that the Department of Substance Control regulates in identifying hazardous material when it comes to soil. So the manual, CAM stands there for California Assessment Manual, which is put together by the DTSC for analyzing hazardous material for disposal purposes or identifying contaminated sites. So there are a list of 17 metals. There are no standards or regulations that regulate these metals inside of a property. For example, people are concerned with arsenic. Well, arsenic is all over, naturally occurring. It's in the environment, it's in the soil. But if we take a sample from the soil and we see arsenic, we can compare it to a milligram per kilogram or parts per million standard with the DTSC. But on the surface inside of a home, we cannot do that. So in our company, in order to help and make things simpler, because cleaning those metals, if they exist, is the same process as you clean for lead. Metal is metal. Actually, lead has higher affinity than most of these metals. It means it sticks to surfaces more than a lot of these other metals. And you guys know that cleaning for lead is a tedious process. You got a HIPAA vacuum, you got to mop and sweep, and then you got to go back and HIPAA vacuum again, and hopefully you don't track back. So the process is very tedious in cleaning for lead. So, and lead is regulated. We could compare the results to a regulatory level, like a California Department of Public Health has a standard, the EPA has standards. So when we get the results, we are able to compare them. Having said that, we've been to homes, Brian, where we see a lot of char and ash and debris. Really, we're walking, our hygienist would say, I'm walking on ash and debris inside of this home. So if we take a scoop of that debris and put it in a bag, now we can represent it as if it's a soil sample and compare it to those DTSC levels. One element that people always miss, if we find lead in your home and you're going to clean it, why do you care if there's a little bit of arsenic? Why do you care if there's a little bit of chromium? The cleaning is the same. Plus lead, one of the reasons also which shows lead is used in a lot of the construction materials, a lot of the metals and appliances and that people use in their homes. And when we do CAM17 metal sampling, we're finding lead to be at the highest of all the other metals. So we chose it as an indicator. And another reason I give people an example is you guys are also aware of cleaning for sewage. When you have a sewage backflow, sewage contains hundreds of bacteria and viruses and, you name it, right? But when we do the testing, we test for 3 elements, E. coli, total coliform, and enterococcus. We don't care if there's other 100 chemicals, because we know if we find one of these, you're going to go clean it up, and the cleaning will practically take care of any other residual microbial element that's there. This is the same concept.